Hello. Okay, today I'm in the car driving around and just had the most profound conversation with Mason with regards to how we feel. So the question was, I asked Mason, are you happy? So he said, yes, I'm happy. And then I asked him about when he doesn't feel happy. And the crux of the conversation is to get to a point in life where we realize and we understand that we are responsible for our own happiness. And how that was explained to a 7-year-old is, so there was a truck driving in front of me, and the truck was driving really slowly, and I said, the truck is driving slowly and I can feel angry because the truck is driving slowly, but I'm choosing not to feel angry because the truck is driving slowly. But some people would have a slow truck in front of them and feel anger towards the situation. And the point here is that the only person responsible for that anger, that emotion, is you, because you decided to feel that way. So you essentially are the only one responsible for how you feel. And at the end of the day, it's you that decides what emotion you're going to feel. So this morning I felt sad and I was crying, and I got in the car and I decided I am feeling sad. I'm the one who's chosen this sadness, but I'm the one who's going to choose not to feel sad. So I chose to put a song on to take my emotion and shift gears. Now, I'm not saying that don't feel the emotions and only feel happiness. And that is, I believe, something that needs to be spoken about quite openly, quite beautifully, and quite authentically. Is we as human beings experience all sorts of emotions. We feel, and that's the beauty of this wonderful life that we get to have, is we feel everything. And it's up to us to choose how we feel. And what I said to Mason was that there are going to be people, there are going to be situations, there are going to be places that make you feel a certain way. But at the end of the day, you are the one who decides how you will feel. And it was 333. So I want you to, I guess what I want you to understand here is everything is valid. How you feel is so valid. Everything that happens to you is completely and utterly your path, your journey. It's what makes you unique, as I'm always saying. It's what makes you stronger. It's what makes you have the character that you have. So don't push aside the people, the places, the circumstances. Don't push aside the emotion, because yes, the truck driving slowly could have made me feel angry, and I could have felt angry, but then do I want to stay angry? That is, I guess, the message I want to give here is, when you are feeling an emotion, take a moment of observation and look at it and think, wow, okay, I'm feeling this way. What made me feel this way? And I think I want to feel this way for a little bit longer because I need to. Having a good cry is very healthy. Having a good little tantrum is very healthy. It's the body's way of releasing the emotion that's being felt. But don't allow that emotion to take control of you. Don't allow that emotion to embody you. Don't use that emotion to blame anyone for how you feel. You are feeling that emotion. You are sitting in that emotion. You are feeling that emotion. You are choosing how long to feel that emotion for, and you are choosing when to stop feeling that emotion. And I think that is something that we need to work on very graciously with ourselves, very consciously with ourselves. And it was 555 as I looked at the time again. That for me is just, it's a clear confirmation because of the connection that I have and the confirmation that is needed with what I'm saying. And this is always to allow you to hear something that you need to hear when you hear it. And I always share whatever comes through, and I even listen to myself years later and I'm like, wow, I need to hear that today. And some of the conversations that I have with you, I'm having a coffee, by the way. So I hope you had a coffee during this, and if you didn't, then rewind and listen to it again. Some messages you should hear or listen to again. And then just a side note, when having a conversation, do you want to show everyone what that is? You don't want to show them? Okay, he's opened a Lego Ninjago, and so when in a situation, like I said to you guys in one of the episodes about how we have lost listening, being in a present moment, all of us are so busy thinking of what the response is going to be with what's being said that we're not truly listening to what somebody is saying to us. And that is where you need to consciously become aware. There is conversations where interactions and interruptions are a necessity for the portrayal of something to come through in that very moment, in that very sentence that's being spoken. But most of the time, listen. There's a difference between hearing somebody and listening to them. And I think that everybody here should continuously strive to just become a better version of yourself than you were 5 minutes ago. And if we can just become a better version of ourselves, no comparison, no anything but you, that is where true peace will be found. And I'm going to finish it off here because I don't want this one to be a long one, because I pulled over on the side of the road to deliver this. As I said to you guys, it's going to come when it comes. I don't know when it's going to come, how it's going to come, and I'm very prepared for it. But I hope that this is something that you needed to hear today. And it was a really beautiful moment that I shared with Mason while conversing with a 7-year-old, for him to understand emotions and a realization, in fact, of such emotion, that it is yours. And what will you do? And with that, I go now. Okay, I love you all. Bye.